A place that once symbolized hope, family unity, and new beginnings, now stands as a reminder of dreams lost. At the center of this unraveling story is Janelle Brown, strong, resolute, and the voice of reason in a family torn apart. But even the strongest are tested. What happens when the land you dreamed of building on, and the family you fought for, start to slip through your fingers? This is more than a battle for land, it's a fight for a future that may never come to be. Part 1. Janelle Brown, an integral part of the Sister Wives family, was a constant presence in our living rooms. Her strength, resilience, and determination were an inspiration. But like all of us, Janelle's story is not without its battles. In her early years with the Brown family, Janelle showed her strength in every circumstance. As a mother, wife, and businesswoman, she became a symbol of strength to her millions of fans. Janelle, sometimes, it's hard,
and call us
but
the wrong
it's
name.
worth it.
There's
Every
certain
challenge we face together. But behind that smile, Janelle was facing something far more challenging than anyone realized. In the spring of 2024, her life took an unexpected turn. It started with something subtle, frequent fatigue, unexplained pain. Janelle, who's never one to give up, thought it was just stress from life's challenges. But then, things escalated. What followed would change her life, and the lives of her fans, forever. Doctors confirmed her worst fear: advanced cancer. The disease was spreading rapidly, and there was no way to hide it. But Janelle did what she's always done: she kept it a secret. Until now, she tried to stay strong, focusing on her children, her family. But behind closed doors, Janelle was fighting an enemy that couldn't be seen. Day by day, her strength began to wane. Yet, she kept her fight a secret, refusing to let her fans see the struggle. But what happens when a reality star's personal life collides with the public's insatiable need for answers? Christine Brown. It was hard, watching her go through it in silence. We all knew she wasn't okay. But she wouldn't let us talk about it. She didn't want anyone to know how bad it was. As the months went on, Janelle's health continued to decline. But then, the unthinkable happened. A family member accidentally revealed her diagnosis to the world. The moment her health secret was exposed, the floodgates opened. Fans, friends, and even strangers flooded social media with messages of support. But there was also backlash. Was the public entitled to know? Or should Janelle have been allowed to keep her fight private? As the news spread, the reactions were mixed. On one side, fans rallied behind Janelle, sending prayers, words of support, and love. On the other side, some felt betrayed. Why had she kept it a secret for so long? Was it right for a star to keep such personal battles hidden from the public eye? Janelle Brown. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep fighting this, but I will fight. I always have. Your support means everything to me. But there's one detail Janelle has never revealed. Until now. The diagnosis. It's not just cancer. It's terminal. And Janelle knows it. The family's been living on borrowed time, and the end is closer than anyone thought. Christine Brown. We've all known the truth, but Janelle didn't want to say it out loud. It's hard. She doesn't want pity. She just wants to keep fighting. This is the hardest part of Janelle's journey. Her fans don't know how much time she has left. And neither does she. The end of this story may not be what anyone expected. In a way, Janelle's fight isn't just about survival. It's about the legacy she leaves behind. Her resilience, her love for her family, and her ability to inspire millions. As Janelle continues to battle, one thing is clear: her story is far from over. But there's one thing you can do right now. Your support matters. Whether it's sending a message of love, raising awareness for cancer, or simply standing by Janelle in her final journey, every action counts. Donate to cancer research. Support the fight. Part 2. Years ago, it was a dream. A place for each wife to build her own home, a community for the family. Coyote Pass was supposed to be the fresh start they all needed, a new chapter. The land was purchased, plans were made, and the excitement was palpable. But now, the story of Coyote Pass has taken an unexpected turn. Janelle, we want to build homes here. It's going to be a place where we can all live together, apart, and still be close. This is our chance to create something beautiful. But the journey hasn't been as easy as they thought. After years of delays, financial struggles, and personal conflicts, Coyote Pass became less of a dream and more of a burden. In 2025, after years of waiting, the family decided it was time to close the Coyote Pass chapter. The land, once so full of hope, was now a symbol of lost dreams. Janelle, always the pragmatist, pushed for a resolution. But the paperwork, the offers, the negotiations, none of it was easy. The offers were on the table. The timelines were set. But the emotional weight of the past, the arguments, the tension, the broken promises, made the closure feel impossible. It was not just about paperwork, it was about letting go. Janelle, at some point, we have to stop looking back. We've been through so much. The arguments, the fights, the drama, it's all there. But I believe it's time for us to let go. We need to move forward, or we'll never get anywhere. Janelle knows that the only way to move on is to finish what they started, even if it means leaving Coyote Pass behind. The family, however, remains divided. For some, the idea of closure feels like a betrayal. With the decision looming, the family finds themselves divided. Kody, always the visionary, struggles to accept the reality of letting go. He still sees potential in Coyote Pass, but the harsh truths of the past threaten to tear them apart. Kody Brown, it's not that I don't want to move on, but I see the bigger picture. There's still a chance for us to make it work. This land means something to me. But Janelle, despite her love for her family, isn't willing to keep fighting the same battles. Her pragmatic view, her desire for peace and closure, puts her at odds with Kody and others who are still holding onto the dream. For Janelle, this isn't just about land or property. It's about letting go of the past. The weight of years of conflict, of unresolved issues. She wants it all to end. She doesn't want to revisit old fights. She wants to move forward. But can the family truly do that? Christine Brown. Janelle's right. We can't keep holding on to things that are never going to happen. It's time to move on, but not everyone is ready. But as Janelle presses forward, something unexpected happens. A new offer for the land comes in, one that could change everything. A buyer has emerged who's willing to pay the price. But there's a catch. The buyer wants the land cleared, no strings attached. For Janelle, this might be the final opportunity to end this chapter once and for all. Janelle, this could be it. The final piece. The closure we've all needed. But is this the right move? Coyote Pass may soon be a thing of the past, but Janelle's journey is far from over. The decision is made. It's time to let go, to move forward, to heal. Janelle's story is a reminder that sometimes, letting go is the hardest part. But in doing so, we can move forward, together. What do you think about Coyote Pass? Is it time for the Brown family to let go and move on? Join the conversation in the comments below. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. It all began with a dream. Coyote Pass, an expansive piece of land, purchased by the Brown family with the hopes of building separate homes for each wife, a place where they could live close yet apart, and still maintain their tight-knit family dynamic. Janelle, this is going to be a place where we can each have our own space, but still be there for one another. It's a fresh start. But dreams are fragile. Coyote Pass, once a symbol of hope, now felt more like a heavy burden, a reminder of what was lost, of plans that would never be realized. As the years passed, the dream of Coyote Pass became increasingly difficult to achieve. Financial struggles, delays in construction, and personal conflicts between family members pushed the vision further out of reach. And then, there were the emotional tolls, the underlying tension that had always been a part of the Brown family dynamic. While Janelle remained the anchor, the others couldn't seem to agree on how to move forward. The paperwork piled up, and the dream began slipping away. And then, another challenge. One that no one could have predicted. Janelle's health began to decline. It started with unexplained fatigue, pain she couldn't shake. But this was no ordinary exhaustion, it was something much deeper. And for Janelle, who'd always been the strong one, this was a battle she hadn't been prepared for. Doctors confirmed the diagnosis: advanced cancer. A devastating blow, not just for Janelle, but for her entire family. And now, she had a new battle to fight. One that wasn't about land, but about life itself. Janelle Brown's battle with cancer. While Janelle fought to stay strong for her family, she knew that letting go of Coyote Pass was becoming inevitable. The emotional weight of the land, and all it represented, was too much. She needed closure, not just from the land, but from years of unresolved family conflict. Janelle's desire to move forward wasn't just about physical space, it was about peace, about the need to heal. But moving on meant more than selling the land. It meant confronting past conflicts and pushing the family to let go of their broken dreams. Janelle, we've all been holding onto this land for so long. I've tried to make it work, but it's time to let go. If we don't, we'll never be able to move forward. And then, just as it seemed that the story of Coyote Pass would be a sad ending, an unexpected offer came in. A buyer who was willing to purchase the land, at a price that could change everything. But there was a catch. The buyer wanted the land cleared, no strings attached, and no lingering promises. Janelle, this could be the closure we need, but it feels like we're giving up on everything we ever dreamed of. The family had a choice: accept the offer and let go, or hold on to a dream that no longer existed. The clock was ticking, and Janelle knew what she had to do. As the news broke, the public's response was divided. Some fans rallied behind Janelle, praising her for taking control and moving forward. Others, however, felt betrayed. How could the family give up on Coyote Pass after all they'd been through? Kody, it's hard. People don't understand the pressure. This wasn't just about the land, it was about everything we've been through as a family. Janelle's decision wasn't easy. For her, it was about survival, emotionally and physically. But for the fans, it was a reminder of how fleeting dreams can be. And so, after years of hope, struggle, and heartbreak, the decision was made. Coyote Pass would be sold, and the Browns would move on. For Janelle, it was the end of one chapter, and the beginning of another. Sometimes, letting go is the only way to move forward. For Janelle, and for her family, the future is uncertain. But one thing is clear, they will never stop fighting. For each other, for their family, and for the future. Few fans realize how complicated Coyote Pass really was. Legally, the 12-acre land was divided among multiple trusts, each wife owning a share, with joint financing tied to TLC's contract. When Christine left the marriage, her portion triggered tax penalties and re-evaluation clauses. According to public county records filed in Flagstaff 2018-2024, Kody and Janelle still owed closing fees on 2 parcels. 2018 purchase right pointing arrow COVID delays right pointing arrow 2023 split right pointing arrow 2025 closure. Was it bad luck, or a legal trap that doomed Coyote Pass from the start? In early 2024, Janelle began experiencing persistent fatigue. She attributed it to stress, but tests revealed abnormal markers, the kind no one wants to hear. Stage 3 carcinoma. Treatment began quietly at Mayo Clinic, Arizona. Late-stage cancers demand early resilience, and that's something Janelle has in abundance, says Dr. Harris Cancer Wellness Center of Flagstaff. Then insert real-world context. Cite American Cancer Society data, 2023, about survival rates to ground the story. But even as chemotherapy began, Coyote Pass paperwork still landed on her desk. For thousands of women watching at home, Janelle wasn't just a TV figure, she was a reflection of endurance. Fans across Reddit wrote, "She taught us boundaries." Others posted, "She's our calm in chaos." Mini hook. But could calm survive when every piece of that dream was being sold off? The moment the listing for Coyote Pass appeared on Zillow, the internet erupted. Some called it the final betrayal, others hailed it the closure she deserved. Add a short debate montage. Podcast hosts discussing the symbolism of the sale. Then broaden to, at what point does reality TV cross into real life? When the pain stops being entertainment and starts being exploitation. The Brown family built a brand on togetherness, but did the audience's curiosity pull them apart? A year after the closure, Janelle's health has stabilized. She's focusing on nutrition and coaching others in wellness. Coyote Pass is gone, but its lessons remain. About boundaries, courage, and freedom to start over. Maybe letting go isn't failure. Maybe it's healing. What do you think? Was Janelle's decision the right one? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more updates on Janelle and the Brown family. And stay tuned for the next chapter of their journey.